Hi, how are you? It's been a while again. I know that I'm probably looking. Oh, there's something on my glasses. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I know that I'm probably looking a little bit crazy. I certainly don't care. I'm starting to learn. At least I know that it's a very one-sided lighting. I probably look pretty lazy-eyed and wide-necked, and I don't really see why it matters because that's just the way I look. Same goes for crooked teeth and everything else. And I think that my neck, my back, and probably my teeth are things that I feel a bit insecure about sometimes. And I don't know. I'm starting to learn that it really doesn't matter, and it's so stupid. But I'm only human after all. I don't know. I was thinking about it. And sometimes people do comment, and I think that working with children has been very, very good for me because it's I'm pretty short and I have scoliosis. I have a an S curved spine, and that's why this side of my back sticks out a bit because the spine is curved, and it's like a little humpback on one side. And people will be like, why is it like that? Why is it doing that? And well, they'll see my scars and they'll have questions, and it really just makes me realize that that's the way I am. I had to have surgery because it was a little bit crooked, and sometimes other kids will go like, oh, I did this, or I went to the hospital for this once, and I'm like, yeah, you see. And other kids are like, oh, what? And then they start learning from each other, and then it ends up being a good thing. And it's like, oh my God, I'm so short. Well, I'm short, and I'm tall. Yeah, and I'm a little bit skinny, and then it's like I have dark skin, I have light skin, and it ends up being like this very, very thing of like, we're all different, but we're all beautiful. And it's something that I know intellectually, but something that is really good to hear. Um, but feeling insecure and stuff like that, it's human, and it's not a weakness either. Because sometimes in the past, have I thought about, because I don't like the one scar that I don't like is the one on my back, because they've opened it up 3 times, and when it's a really big scar, they tend to not sew it closed in a very beautiful way. They tend to use surgical staples instead because it's faster. And because they open me up from very top to bottom 3 times, it's not really aesthetically pleasing. It's not a very attractive scar. It's kind of knobbly and a bit wider, and it kind of dips in almost a little bit at the top here-ish on my back. And years ago I was like, you know what? There are these, people that get tattoos to cover various scars, and I considered that, but never enough to actually consider it. And ever since then, I felt almost guilty about it. Like, I'm not supposed. You always supposed to be like, I'm 100% like not bothered, and I'm fine the way I am, and I am. But it's okay to want to feel insecure or want to cover something up or whatever, you know. And I looked at it again today. I've been Googling some pictures, and I found this one picture that I've seen before. I think I've even saved it on my computer for inspiration, of a person that has a scar, because not all scoliosis scars are nasty looking, because sometimes maybe even if they have to have surgery, maybe it's not so bad that they have to have full spinal fusion or something. So some scars, when you Google scoliosis scar tattoos or just scars in general, they can look really neat, almost like my heart scar, heart surgery scar. It's completely white and smooth, and it's really old by now. I had 4 heart surgeries when I was a kid. So some of the scoliosis scar looks super smooth. others are a bit crooked or a bit wider. But this one scar really had, it kind of almost dipped in a little bit because of how the skin and how the body behaved and how the spine was. And it resembled mine, and it didn't go quite as high up, but it's just really, it looked very similar to mine still. And I looked at that and I was like, boo, and the tattoo went up kind of on the shoulder a bit and down, and it was bigger than I imagined that I would want, but it looked so good. And I was like, holy shit, I like that. I think I would feel more confident with that, because when it's summer, I like to wear regular tops, that aren't low cut necessarily, but they end somewhere here on the back, and then I put my hair up in a bun like I have now because it's warm or whatever. And some days I feel like my entire back is so exposed, and some days when I'm feeling kind of low, I will feel insecure about that. And I think that the scar, I can't do anything about my back, but the scar itself would be nice, and it would kind of like put a focus on a tattoo instead of a nasty scar and the back, and you're like, oh, that's the focus. So I think for me personally, like, it's not about, I don't know, which is what I prefer. And for the first time today looking at it, I was like, you know what? I could consider doing that. I mean, there are, of course, things to consider with money, and if I'd even be able to do that, like tattoo my entire spine, there's a lot that comes with getting a tattoo. But just in theory, like, that would be nice. So I don't know, what have you ever thought about getting a tattoo, and what would it be? Because I've been asked that question, and I've asked other people that question, and I've asked myself too, like, if you were to get a tattoo, what would it be? And I've never had an answer until, I think it was last year, when I realized that if it meant something to me emotionally, that would be a bonus, but it doesn't have to. I could also get a tattoo just by picking something generic that just looks nice. But mostly I want it to be something that I really like. And I realized what it would be, of course. It would be a leaf. I love leaves. And if I really, really think about it, I could come up with like a design. I could make it something nice. But really I'm thinking, just if I went like now, it would be just one simple leaf, nothing too big. Somewhere like, I don't know, on my arm or ankle or whatever, where people usually get kind of generic tattoos. And just this one leaf, and it would be green, not like not like my shirt green. It would be a kind of natural, kind of faded green somehow. It wouldn't like stand out, but I think I would want it to be a little bit green. Think like a birch tree leaf, more of a oval-ish, heart-shaped-ish leaf, because those are the kinds that I like the best. And I love nature. I basically collect leaves, so that's what I would get. So that's what I'm thinking about today, and hope that if you have anything to say about insecurities or scars or tattoos or whatever, let me know. And I have plenty of videos to record. I have so many things that I want to mention and talk about, my life, people that I know, people I've met, like everything. So more videos are coming. But those are my thoughts for today. I don't know. So I hope you enjoy. I'm gonna go make some new tea now. Speaking of green, did I mention that green is my favorite color? Because green, which is also, I didn't, but that's why a green leaf would be amazing too, because I love leaves, and green, everything is like green. I love most shades of green. And it's like, yeah, it would be really perfect. So I'm gonna leave it there though, because I've been talking for 10 minutes, but comment if you have anything to comment. I know that not all people like really long, blah blah, rambly, one-take videos, but then you probably didn't watch this far. So why am I talking to you? I don't know, but if you did watch, thank you. See you later.